trying to sit.
Oh, okay.
Sit still.
Okay.
All right, I'll try.
All right. Jon, what do you do?
I ride a scooter.
Okay, tell us more about that.
Okay. Well, first, good morning. Thanks for everyone coming. Appreciate it. I know early morning talks aren't the easiest, but I'm going to be straight to the point. I'm going to be real with everyone, and hopefully leave you all with something that actually helps you today.
Very cool. It says here on this paper, hopefully this is right, congratulations on reaching 1 million subscribers. How does it feel to hit that milestone?
It's really, I mean, I don't want to sound not excited. It's really good, but I really try to think of the subscribers as friends. I can think of each person as someone that I've connected to where they saw some sense of value when they pressed the button. So for me, it was very warm, rather than just like, oh man, the number. It was more about the people. Like that many people just, for a moment, clicked the video and found some value.
Yeah, so I want to set the stage for understanding a little bit about YouTube. I have a video background, and as of 2017, every single minute of every single day, I think at the time it was like 130 hours of footage gets uploaded. Every single, it might have been second or minute, don't quote me on it, but it's a lot of footage constantly uploaded. And so I think people don't really maybe understand the scale of what it means to, in this giant world of content, for someone to capture enough people's interest that you have 1 million people who take the extra time to hit the subscribe button. Can you just kind of, for folks in the audience, give like a sort of a landscape of the impact of YouTube, not just on your life, but kind of what is YouTube to you?
I mean, if you had to look up how to use a microphone, most people use that as the search engine. They want to be visually stimulated and they want to learn by watching someone do something. So I can explain to you how to do it, but if you can see how it's done, oh, it's more impactful.
So a learning tool.
Exactly.
Yeah. How did you get into it?
Oh, I mean, it all started with me just filming some clips with my friends, riding my scooter around New York City, uploading some small videos, and just trial and error over the last 23 years of riding a scooter and 15 years of making it a professional thing, and just turned that into a YouTube channel.
So you didn't, I think for a lot of businesses here, when they think about like getting started in digital, there's this whole, oh my gosh, where do I begin?
You're already overthinking. Stop.
Okay.
Yeah, just stop.
Okay, good. So talk about that. Talk about that.
Yeah. So a lot of businesses and influencers and creators nowadays will overcomplicate things, and they'll think about what should I post, what works, what doesn't, how could I hack the algorithm, instead of just worrying about the content and the people that are going to watch your stuff.
Do you think that? Talk about your passion for scooting. How did you get into it?
Oh, I love it. If there's no cameras and there's no social media, I'd be out riding just as much.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we'll have to try that
To be
together
straight,
sometime.
that's just...
Yeah. Do you have, is there a weight limit for scooters?
No.
Asking for a friend. So it says you've been a pro skater. What does it mean to be a pro scooter rider?
You get paid to ride a scooter.
You get paid to ride a scooter. So are there competitions? Are there, okay, international, I imagine?
Yep.
Okay. And
you work with sponsors and build it up. So yeah.
we were having too much of an intimate conversation.
Yeah.
Staring in each other's eyes.
Yeah.
What point did you sort of really fully commit? You leaned in and you said, I'm going to do this.
Probably when the YouTube channel started. I've been riding a scooter for 23 years, and I've been pro for 15. But in the beginning, when you were pro, you're making $1,000 a month back in the day. It wasn't much, but YouTube was the moment where it was unlocked.
Yeah.
YouTube is I saw it as the #1 tool to reach more people, because I was the old school. I'm going to go to scooter shops and do signings and do all that, which was awesome. That worked. It was great because I got to meet people in person. But YouTube was this one tool 8 years ago where it just unlocked endless possibilities, because you have the whole world in your pocket.
Yeah.
And you can do what you're doing and share that value with everybody around the world in seconds.
You have a Benjamin Button thing going on where I cannot tell how old you are.
36.
You're 36. Mm-hmm. Okay, wow. I'm 38 years old.
I'll give you one of these out.
Yes. So you've been skating 20 years.
23.
23 years, mm-hmm. And you got, so YouTube was kind of like, let's let's figure it out.
Let's go.
You started uploading, you started catching some fire, as the kids say.
Not originally.
Not originally. So what was the moment that, like, was it an immediate, like, boom, there was a mass effect, or was it like you had a viral video? What was the thing that?
So I uploaded videos on YouTube 23 years ago, but not thinking YouTube as a thing to do.
Anything, you just
yeah, it's like I wanted to put it on there so I can see myself do cool tricks. So that was it. 8 years ago, I started a new channel because a lot of people in my audience on Instagram and other platforms, you should start a channel because I want to see behind the scenes. Like, okay, you know what? For you, I'm going to do that. It was strictly fueled by my audience on other platforms. And then I just uploaded, just because I loved it. I didn't think about views or anything. Like, I'm going to do it for them. If it hits, it hits. Whatever, I have my main thing. I'm still a professional, got sponsors and everything. And there was a moment, maybe 2 or 3 years into it, I was uploading every single day. I was uploading a long video, 10-minute video, every single day for 2 years straight, never missed. And 3 years into it, one of these videos hit. And it was a video that I had the most fun making, which proved the fact.
When you say hit, like, what do you mean, like hit?
Like, we were just in the living room, I was watching, I don't know what, I think we were playing Super Smash Bros. On Nintendo or something, right? And then one of my buddies was like, well, your video's at like 200K. I'm like, what? All my videos were 1 or 2K, which was plenty. That's awesome, you know, 1,000 people. Like 200, and then we're just refreshing it. It's going up. It's like, holy, wait, this is gonna work? And then we're just, and it proves, because that one video did good, was the video I had the most fun making. I wasn't thinking views. I wasn't thinking, all right, this has to hit. There's a video, I put the camera on my chest. I text my friend, let's go to Times Square and just zip around through traffic. Just
So there's no, like, let's have a think tank about the best idea.
No, it was strict, pure energy, natural. My buddies, we met up at Times Square and we just rode around the city. I didn't really do any tricks, but we had so much fun. And that's the video that did good, which kind of, I was like talking to myself, like, okay, I gotta just have fun and try to get people to have fun watching my stuff. And from there, I built the channel.
Let's go back. So I think a lot of times entrepreneurs, business owners, people who sign both sides of the check, they're wearing multiple hats. But I think the hardest thing to overcome is just that sort of what you said, that passion to kind of click in, follow your instinct, and kind of.
Everybody has that.
Were there any sort of early books or movies that you drew inspiration from to kind of inspire yourself to kind of keep? Because when you say you upload a 10-minute video every single day, I know what that entails.
The inspiration was the people I'm doing it for.
Okay.
That was the fuel. And if 10 people watched it, I just think of a room full of 10 people, which is a ton. I mean, this is crazy. But 10 people sitting there and watching me scooter for 10 minutes, that's nuts. Like even one person. So I would think like that before I turn the camera on. And that's what fueled the channel.
Wow.
I didn't think views. Obviously later on views translate into revenue, which is awesome. But the fuel for all the videos that did good, some of them that didn't do good, I probably wasn't thinking the same. But the ones that did the best were the ones that I was thinking like, all right, one person watches it, that's nuts. Because they're going to sit there for 10 minutes like this and just watch me scooter. Like that's amazing. That just gives me chills thinking about it. Like I just want to make more videos right now.
I mean, I think this is something I encountered just in my personal pursuits, but I think conversations we've had with other business owners is finding that zone where you're like, I'm not even working at this. I'm just jacked up to do this.
That's how you have to feel. Because people want to feel what you're feeling while you're filming. And if you show that in a video, they'll notice.
Okay.
If you force a video and you're like, all right, I'm going to do some reviews, that energy is replicated.
We'll talk about that. So has there ever been, as the whole YouTube thing, you got in as almost like an early adopter. So you were a pioneer, kind of like, there's no rules. Nobody's like doing self-help courses on how to beat the algorithm. But you had that freedom. As you kind of get into this arc of your success on YouTube, did you ever feel that pressure to, they have all these insights, they have all these metrics, am I doing it right? Did you ever make that turn and share with the folks a war story?
I mean, there's no magic formula, no matter who says there is.
Did you have a video that kind of like you thought was going to crush and it didn't?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. But the thing is being consistent. I always use the analogy of Netflix, right? So imagine, you have Netflix?
Yes.
Okay, so you pay a subscription for Netflix every month. And you go on there, there's a ton of videos. maybe it takes a whole month to slump. That's okay. If one person watching the video, I'm in.
What's your consecutive streak? How long have you gone posting videos?
I think 1,000 straight.
1,000 straight days.
Long videos, not shorts.
Has that changed? Has the attention span of the viewer changed over time?
Yeah, 3 seconds now.
How many seconds?
3 seconds. Be on the hook in 3 seconds.
3 seconds. So
For,
what do you
for
do?
vertical, for vertical.
What do? You say like an expletive word and then you start scootering? Or?
The thing is, I think I use the tactic where, and you've seen in movies now too, which is really interesting, even like big movies, where before in movies they would build a character out, and then you know what the problem is, and then they give you a solution. Now you have to almost show them the problem and the solution from the very beginning to show that, hey, I'm going to show some value in this video before I show you the value. So it's almost like a teaser, a movie teaser,
Right.
before the movie within that one piece of content.
Yeah.
And that, I believe, is the current, and I don't know if it's going to work
That's
tomorrow.
the current model, right?
Yeah, tomorrow I have no idea what's going to happen. I just have to adapt. If anyone thinks they know what tomorrow is, then yeah, that's BS.
And I think another daunting thing for business owners is it feels like every week there's a new platform. There's a new, I gotta join this thing, I gotta sign up for this thing, create this account, and then what do I do with all this legacy content? So you had all this content. Did you make the migration to Facebook, to,
I started on Instagram.
started on Instagram?
The day Instagram was available for download is the day I posted on Instagram.
Wow.
Yeah.
Early adopter.
Oh yeah, it's like you can scroll and see the.
Are you on TikTok?
Yep.
How did you migrate all of your content over?
I just think of it as a different audience. Just think of more people.
So you just bite the bullet and you say, I'm going to take all this content.
Yeah, it's not hard. Like it's not hard. You have, especially if you have the videos already. A lot of people have content already because they're on the platform, which makes it even easier to migrate. It's not really migrating. It's so easy. Just like click, close Instagram, open TikTok, post your Instagram video. Like you can sit there. Like you could be in the bathroom and do it. You know, like it's so simple. Because the power of the world's in your hand. They make it so convenient for you to do this. So again, it goes back to people overthinking what to do when you can literally do it while you're doing anything else.
Well, and I think that's I don't want to be the person who asks the questions. That's why we've got two
Please
microphones.
ask me.
I think that we've got a lot of people in here interested in a lot of different things. So we're going to start with the Q&A. But we talked earlier about, as this is more for you, you realized maybe like a higher calling in terms of what you're able to do for people in their lives. Maybe they're thinking, I mean, already now, if everybody in here had an excuse for why they weren't doing something today, just know that you should get on the toilet and press a button.
You're playing,
when you're done.
You're literally playing a video game anyway.
Yeah, exactly. You're playing video games anyway. And so I think that before we get into Q&A, if you can kind of talk about that mission, your mission to at large kind of help people.
Yes, I mean over the years I realized that there's a lot of businesses and brands will like overcomplicate things, and they'll try to figure out how to hack the algorithm, or like what to post, what works, what doesn't. But then at the end of the day, if you were to change your mindset, it's not really about the structure, it's the mindset you have to post consistently. Thinking about there's someone on the other side, whether it's one person or a million, there's someone on the other side waiting for you to put up some value. So if you think like that, then posting's not hard.
That is
And then
really
I think that's the mindset for a business or a brand or anything. If you think like this person, if I started a cup company and they're $1, if one person bought a cup, that's nuts. Like I made something that someone else will buy, I'm gonna upload it for that one person.
Whoa, super empowering. Last question before we get into the Q&A. You lived in New York, Queens, and COVID happens.
Now I'm in the States.
And now you're in the sticks. But you could be in a lot of sticks, but you chose this place.
Yes.
So for the folks in the room who are kind of there planting seeds in the business community, they're betting kind of the farm on the development of Chatham Park and Pittsburgh and the whole thing. I think it's good for you to maybe share some insights as to, like, you're here, you could be anywhere, but you came here.
Yeah, I mean,
You live in Broad Chapel.
I live in Broad Chapel.
Okay.
So it was in New York during COVID. New York is awesome because of the people, but New York during COVID, no one was out. I remember filming a video during COVID, and I was the only person in Times Square. And there's a video, and this is like a thumbnail for the video, and it's just me and my handlebars, and there's not one person. And at that moment, making a video to help a bunch of other businesses, because there was a guy trying to hand out masks, there was another person feeding a hospital, so I was working with some companies on that video. But at that moment, I was like, man, this, you know, it wasn't scary, but I was like, yeah, maybe I need to change too. Because a lot of my videos were fun to make because of the people. And then I heard about Chapel Hill, Briar Chapel, Chatham Park getting built up. And then my brother-in-law was doing all research, oh, it'd be a good investment, good investment. And I was like, ah, whatever, like, I don't know if I can move there. And then he told me how much a house was, and I was like, wait, you can get a house for, you know, a third of the price of my studio apartment?
Okay, so pause.
I was like, wait,
Pause. Because what's interesting is, on the ground, the real estate game seems difficult right now. But this is kind of what I think is the trend that a lot of agents are kind of picking up on, is that there is a transplant factor here that's sort of economies of scale. So you got here and you thought, oh my gosh, like this is super affordable.
Yeah, I mean, we were paying $2,200 for a studio with no parking, and here was just a brand new house for less. And I was like, let's just get one. I didn't plan on moving here. Let's just get one and leave it for an investment or something. Like, whatever, it's so cheap. And then New York, still during COVID, like, you know what, we're just gonna go. And then we came here, and this place is beautiful.
Okay.
This place is awesome.
So he's done beach, y'all. He hasn't done mountains. I told him about Brevard and Land of 1,000 Waterfalls. So at the end of this, give him some North Carolina fun facts, good barbecue places, places to go, places to see.